I think it's time to bring in Sandra Smith, Fox News Outnumbered co-host. And she does a lot more on the Fox News channel, I might add.
Yes.
And she's you're a former trader, aren't you?
Yes, sir. I come from a financial family, trading floors.
Yeah?
My whole life, before my TV life.
So why did you pass judgment on this rally? Because it seems to us like this market just wants to go up and up and up. What says Sandra Smith?
The question is...
In a way, yeah.
The question is, where else do you go? Yeah. Right? When you look at historically low interest rates, not going anywhere, the Fed basically giving that away.
Well, you could run for the hills and the safety of cash, couldn't you?
Only you, Stuart Barney. Only you could put yourself in that position.
You don't earn a lot of money, but you're safe. And a lot of people think, you know, we've gone up so much, 4,500 points on the Dow since the election.
You go into cash, you miss out on it going to 30,000. That's the worry, right? So if everything has stayed the same that led to this historic run-up, why would you leave? I'm not saying that you shouldn't. I'm just saying that's certainly the mentality that we're seeing right now. Don't take away, though, from the fact that we have seen an administration, the Trump administration, paint what looks to be a very business-friendly environment.
Definitely.
Yeah. The picture right now is positive. The picture right now is grow the economy. The picture right now is wages going up rather than down. The picture right now is roll back regulations that have stifled businesses' ability to grow. Let's address taxes, tax cuts, tax reform. But the problem is, and I think where the concern lies, is all this going to get done? Right? So we're coming up on the end of the year. We're in the last quarter of the year. This is an aggressive agenda on the part of this administration. And largely, you have seen stocks run up in anticipation of this. And if we don't get this, then what?
Well, let me play the other side of the coin here. I don't think if you don't get tax cuts this year, I don't necessarily think that the market sells off big time because corporate profits are still very, very strong.
Profits are a big part of it.
The economy is still growing at a better rate of growth than we've seen in the last 10 years.
And you know what? The world is okay.
Right. The rest of the world is doing very well.
We're in a different position when you look at the world, the global economy than we were even a year ago. Or
even the Europeans are growing. I mean, unbelievable.
Even
so
the
then
Europeans.
Why do you ask the question why the stock market keeps going up?
Well, you're a star, and I want your opinion. That's why.
You know, I ran down here from the studio upstairs just to make it here in time for you.
You're not out of breath. That's incredible. Yeah. You used to be a steeplechaser, did you not, at LSU? Is that right?
Sir.
Yeah, there you go. So you're not out of breath.
Steeplechase, you know what it is?
Yes.
Those big wooden hurdles.
Yes. Run 3,000
So I've jumped over a lot of hurdles.
Oh, yeah, okay. You know what?
In every way.
The producers are killing me here. I've got to get to the Equifax story.
So I'll let you go.
So, no. You stay.
Oh.
This is for you.
Okay.
Former Equifax CEO Richard Smith is on Capitol Hill again. And now we find that Equifax has got a contract from the IRS, a $7 million contract. Did you know that?
Of course.
This is news to you, isn't it?
It is news to me.
What do you think?
Look, you know, I think that there's these hearings, they continue, the banks, and you got all this kind of stuff going. It's very popular to pick on all these, organizations. So I don't know that particular element of the story. Your lovely production staff just sprung that one on me.
No, I did.
But
blame Stu.
Well, can you believe it? I mean, look, this is the IRS, the holders of all our very private tax
and the American
information.
public is so trusting of the
IRS. They've given a contract to Equifax for fraud prevention? Are you
Of course the IRS would use them. Of course.
I'm apoplectic about this.
But yeah, you're clearly in shock. But I mean, it's fun to be here, Stuart.
Yeah, isn't it just? All right, now this one. It's a White House guy who is saying, let me get this right, the White House guy is saying, time to stop using Social Security numbers.
This is a really interesting story. Because think about how old that system is. And think about how modern day we are and where technology has gone. And if someone steals your Social Security number, there's nothing you can do about it other than ride out the storm. Right? I mean, it takes years to bounce back from that.
Yep.
So they're basically saying, we don't know what to do yet, but we have some ideas. But maybe this system is just old and doesn't work, and we need to think of something else. Because you should be able to swap out that number, be issued something else, so you and your life can move on.
It's not that easy, though, is it?
We wish.
You're asking the government bureaucracy to handle technology like that?
Listen, what's the first thing you do when you get a job? You give them your Social Security number. What's the first thing you do when you go apply for an auto or home loan? You give them your Social Security number. Yeah. We're glued to this. So it's an important part of our everyday lives. Why not have a discussion about it?
And the bad guys have got the home address, the telephone number, the date of birth, and the Social Security number
of
everybody in the country.
Yeah. It's messy.
Looks like it, doesn't it?
It's messy.
What am I missing here?
And you talk to people who go through this. And
identity theft. You're right, Sandra. You fight it for years.
Kiss of death.
It's bad.
Years. And you're always the guilty one trying to prove your innocence.
Yep.
It's just so frustrating.
Right, you've got, 42 minutes now to get to a different studio and anchor a different show. You're off the hook.
It is my pleasure and honor to do so, and my pleasure and honor to join you.
Yeah. Okay.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, check out of here. Yes.
Thank you.
Well.
Thank you.
See you soon, Sandra.
I think that Stuart just sent me a lovely note. Can I tell them what you sent me?
Yes.
He sent me a note, and he said, I told you so.
It wasn't in that tone of voice. 5 or 6 years ago, I told you were going to be a star.
Oh, you're very kind. Thank you.
And you are. You're a greater star than moi.
When you're
that's true.
So lovely.
Pretentious? Moi?
Pretentious? Moi? Certainly not. Sandra,
you,
get out of here. Thank you very much.